He's doing it too much.
What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Avo, and this is the Dynasty Bro Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 85. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it.
I was right. I don't know when I'm supposed to start. Avo keeps saying more shit. He said, "Let's get it." Echoed like 17 times. And look, what's good, bros and babes? This is the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 75. This is where you come for all your fantasy football needs and to chop it up about the latest NFL news. I am Dynasty Bro Dot here with my co-brother.
Dynasty Bro Vic, man. Hey, what's good, bros?
You all right, my guy? Look, Red Cup game.
Red Cup game. What you drink? What you got in there?
Gatorade. I got what? I got a Red Cup close.
I didn't hear you, Dot. What you got?
Ginger ale. Okay.
Damn, I can't hear him. Can y'all hear me?
I didn't hear him. I just read his lips.
It's doing the thing that I said it was doing earlier.
Okay.
Pixelated. Hold on. I don't think it's sounding like that now. Say one more thing, Vic.
One more thing, Vic.
I was asking what did you have in your cup?
Apple juice and ginger ale. I know that sounds real awkward or bougie. I don't know which one, but that's what I'm drinking on.
I used to do that as a kid.
So what you trying to say? I'm a kid?
I mean, yeah, we all big kids, ain't we?
That's true.
Touche. At heart. All right, so look, we got an episode this week, and who will we be if we didn't do a Super Bowl recap? I know I don't sound that excited to do a Super Bowl recap, but we got to do it anyway, man. I'm just the most hyped Super Bowl I've ever been involved in my life. And that's all I say. And we'll talk about it later. How are you doing today, Vic? Bring up my spirits. Talking about the Super Bowl just brought me down for 7 seconds, bro. How are you doing, man? Hype me back up. Are you good?
Man, I'm trying to, pick myself back up, man. I lost some money this weekend, bro. I was on the wrong side of the bets.
I feel like Vic just told us about 3 or 4 weeks. No, when we had our guest on a couple weeks ago, you was like, I'm done betting. I got off. I made a bet.
No. He said no more like FanDuel and that stuff.
Nah, he told me he was done betting though, like in general on games and shit like that and on players. So, Vic, you got the floor, my guy. Explain what made you say, all right, I'm going to get back on and play some bets. You have the floor, my guy, right now.
Man, I mean, look, it's the Super Bowl, bro. Like, I got to get a pass, right? So I cleared it with wifey. And it's not my case.
What you tell her? Hey, babe, the season over. I ain't gonna be able to bet no more until
Nah, that's not what he said. He said, look, this is how the game gonna break down. So we gonna win some money. That's what he said.
Bro, I even got my mom into it. My mom was like, how you do it? She was like, put a bet in for me. I was like, I got you, mom.
Oh, you made your mom lose some bread too?
Hey, I ended up, eating that on my mom's behalf. So, I'm not going to make her give me that. So it's all good, bro. But, the last time I got the freebie when Notre Dame was found, like, babe, it's Notre Dame. Like, come on, it's guaranteed. They taking this L. So it's one of the moments. But it didn't work out this time.
Shout out to the $25 on Grox going first and the Buccaneers winning. That should have won you over $1,000 if you place that bet. That's all I'm saying. So I ain't counting nobody's pockets, especially not mine. Just throwing that out there on DraftKings. You know what I'm saying? Just throwing it out there.
Hey, didn't you place that bet?
Yeah, shout out today. Plus, I think it was like plus 4,000 odds. And shout out to the Brady protection, man. They showed up twice, first and second.
That's what's up.
It's real.
It broke up a little bit. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just gonna say that's what's up.
Weird. It's weird. I don't know why it's a little bit. I don't know.
I'm debating on exiting and coming back in. I don't know if it's me, but I don't know.
I don't know if it's me.
Try coming back in real quick, Dot, if you don't mind. All right, and we're going to keep it pushing with the Super Bowl.
We can go anywhere you want to go. Let's get it.
Yeah, bro. So I ended up, the bets I took, bro, like I took the over, which wasn't smart. And and the over was 56. Of course, they didn't score those points at all.
Right.
So that I was telling Ava, I took the over, man. That didn't work out with 56 points. And then I put money on the Chiefs, man. And I was debating on it like all weekend. You know, like I just went back and forth. As soon as I placed my bet, and next thing you know, I'm watching ESPN. Half the O-line is out. Like I got to do better with like my homework as far as like with who's on the injury report, who's out. Like if I would have like caught wind of that, and I'm sure it's been out there all week. But to be honest with you, like the news just in general for me, it seemed kind of quiet around the Super Bowl media day and all that good stuff. It just seemed kind of quiet, at least for me. But I didn't really pay attention to a lot of the stuff, a lot of the hype this week. So Sunday I was just scrambling, trying to get in my little notes for like, all right, what should I do here? But I picked the wrong side.
Damn. I don't even remember who I picked. Did we pick these live on the pie last week?
I think we did.
What did we do, Avo? Did we pick Tom Brady?
No, I went with Pat Mahomes. I can tell you that ahead of time.
Did we all go with Pat?
I think we all did.
Touche.
But damn. Madden, I want to let y'all know, Madden did predict that they would win, and they almost got the difference right. Like Madden said,
because they whooped their ass in that Madden game, right?
Yeah, legit. They won by 29. They won the real Super Bowl by 22. So
damn,
that was kind of wild to me. And like legit, like didn't Brady throw 3 touchdowns?
Mm-hmm.
That's literally what they had it, and Gronk had 2, right?
Yep.
Bro, Madden was like spot on.
Damn, bro, we blew it. We sat there and watched the Super Bowl and didn't believe it.
Yeah, bro. Shouting out Zach. What up, Zach?
It was wild though. So I want to know, did y'all watch like from the beginning, like y'all see Miss Jasmine Sullivan do her thing? You know what I mean? Did y'all see all that?
Yeah, bro. She sang her heart out, bro.
I saw her. I don't know if y'all saw what did she do? She didn't do the national anthem. She did, what was that?
It was God Bless America.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
It was hard.
Hey, wifey took the pressure off me. She was like, her got her titties out. I was like, yeah, she do, don't she, babe? You know what I'm saying? I had to yeah, she do. I guess you're right. So yeah, that was cool. She took the pressure off me, bro.
I ain't even noticed.
She
for real?
What?
This nigga said, for real?
Nah, it was cool though, man. Well, I ain't talking about the titties. I'm just saying.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Hey, them titties was cool, boy.
Sitting right, boy. The lights was sitting right.
Y'all know what I'm saying or trying to say or not say. But yeah, man, it was cool. All the artists that performed.
Or think about the weekend.
Man, that's a classic, great artist, okay performer type scenario. You know what I mean?
I heard you have to be into the weekend to get it, because people I know that love the weekend thought he put on the show, because he's usually more chilled in concert, not like doing the most. And I heard he did a lot of extra shit coming from a person that actually like really enjoys the weekend. So I'm watching it like, okay, this is extra. And then they're watching it like, oh my gosh, look at him in these house full of mirrors. This is extra. He's all into it. And like, I don't know, man. Just reviews from different sides of the fence. I don't know.
Yeah. And of course, he put up $7 million of his own money. So I don't know. It didn't really feel like $7 million worth, but then again, all those people out there,
wait,
that was part of the
rewind.
Yeah,
I missed the news.
back.
Rewind.
Yeah.
He put up what?
He put up $7 million of his own money to like make the performance what he wanted to be. So I guess, the budget wasn't there in terms of what the NFL was giving. I don't even know how it works, if they even give money towards performances. It's part
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's probably all on the artist, but he wanted to make it, more extravagant. So that's what $7 million look like as far as with his money, as far as what he wanted to make it, given it's a pandemic. So, he had to work within some constraints, I'm sure.
I thought it was, go ahead, my bad.
No, go ahead, bro.
I thought it was cool, and I was just mad. I was like, wait, I know a lot of Weeknd songs. And then I remembered me and Ozzy DJ'd that concert right before the Weeknd when he came into town. We DJ'd a little VIP set. So, yeah, I know a lot of the Weeknd songs, and it kind of made me mad.
I ain't never DJ'd a Weeknd set, and I feel like I knew a lot of them songs for some reason.
Just made me mad. I was like, man, I know a lot of these records, which I probably should as a DJ, but
Yeah, Avo.
Bro, I knew him every word. Like I'm singing along.
I did too, bro.
And then Brayley come out the room. She's singing along, and I was like, all right, I guess we've heard these songs a lot.
Well, shout out to all the artists that perform, like Vic said, man. They did their thing.
For sure.
Yeah, they did.
What else we want to shout out? Shout out to the Buccaneers assistant coaches, bro. Can we do that?
Yeah, man. Like,
yeah.
It's not an entirely all black staff, but
there's at least 4.
Yeah. And there's some women on the staff as well.
Mm-hmm. So that's fine.
Yeah, I believe and sorry I didn't look up the names, but I believe their strength and conditioning coach is led by a female, which is dope.
That's
fire. Shout out to Bruce for his hirings. We respect it. All right, so look, told y'all the main topic today is going to be Super Bowl recap, but we still want to get to what's the word. I'm pretty sure it's been some funny things floating out there on the internet, some news stories since last week happened. You know, Dynasty Bro Vic, he does what he does. He states his sources. We don't cheat and steal people's info. We shout it back out. At least is what we found out last week. No, a couple weeks ago. So, no plagiarism going on.
Yeah, bro.
My guy set the bar.
I tried to at least, man. I tried to. So yeah, man. Let's we're gonna be in and out, bros, as always.
As always.
I want to start with acknowledgement, a rest in peace to former NFL coach Marty Schottenheimer. So he died at the age of 77. So of course, you guys don't know he coached the Browns, the Chiefs, Washington, and also the Chargers. Man, I definitely remember them Charger days. You know, especially I think Drew Brees was there at one point, and also the course Phillip Rivers days. So under Marty Schottenheimer, he had some tough teams, man. Like he was a winner.
He was. That's crazy to be the guy that let Drew Brees walk and then go watch his career after that.
Yeah,
sheesh. It'd be like that, man. Somebody didn't draft Jordan.
That's true. All right, let's keep it pushing since we're talking about the Chargers. I don't know if you guys saw Rookie of the Year was given to Chargers QB Justin Herbert. You guys agree with that?
Yeah, bro. Honestly, quarterback is the most important position, bro. No matter how we cut it in the NFL, it's the most important position. He went out there with no expectations of starting, no time soon. Tyrod dealt with injuries early, and he stepped in, and he looked like a stud all year. All year, Justin Herbert looked like a stud, man. So shout out to everything he did, man. I wish I could just shout out guys that also did their thing, but I'm gonna give him his light. It was a couple good rookie blow ups, especially at the wide receiver position this year. But like I said, Justin Herbert deserves it just because of the importance of the position, man.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And he even missed the game, right? He didn't play that first game. Tyrod started. So, but yeah, to step in, especially the AFC West, that's not an easy division. He did his thing. Now, we got to put it out there. Of course, there were some arguments. People are like, well, Justin Jefferson had a elite, season for a wide receiver, especially for a rookie, 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns. I mean, that's a really, really nice season, but there are some arguments there. But hey, hats off to Herbert. He earned it. I'm not mad at it.
Hey, Vo, do you even care?
No, man, the Rams got themselves a good quarterback, man. So, as long as I got the team right, I'm good.
Oh my gosh. Dude, what do you Vic, that's your guy?
That's my guy, bro. Shout out to my DJ.
He said the Rams got a good quarterback.
Hey, we see what they do with it, man. We'll see.
Oh Lord. All right.
Yeah. That might win them one game in the playoff. That's how I see it.
True.
We'll see.
True.
All right, let's keep it pushing. I don't know if you guys heard, but Russell Wilson's tired of getting hit. He's tired of taking all these sacks, man. So he's voiced that. That's coming out of his camp. I believe his camp is Sierra. I don't know who else is in his camp. But...
Oh, bro. Sierra do seem like she'll be that vocal baby mama. Got his back. She needs to. Shout out to her.
Did y'all see that clip, Super Bowl clip? Like, I guess Russell Wilson was sitting next to Goodell, and Sierra was there too, and Sierra was like leaning in, talking to Goodell. Russell had that he had that look on his face, like, man, like, kind of want Bay to chill right now.
She giving this nigga the business right now.
Yeah. Talking to the guy that cut my checks, babe, just chill. But she kept going.
Hey, babe, chill. Hey, would you do a Russell Wilson for the Deshaun Watson swap if you couldn't get no trades?
Man, nah. I mean, it doesn't make sense for Houston, in my opinion, taking on an older Russell Wilson. That's the organization that needs to rebuild. That doesn't make sense to me. But for a Seahawks standpoint, I mean, yeah, I mean, they probably, are in a position to compete and win now, so to speak. I don't think they can get it done, but Deshaun Watson definitely gives them a good shot. But they got Russell, bro. He's an all-pro quarterback, so you might as well just ride out with that.
Yeah, but if a guy's starting to not be happy and let it go, public, just don't be that guy. Or as an organization, and we might have to look into that. So I was just asking because technically, how many weeks in are we on the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes and ain't nobody got him yet?
It's like, what, 4 weeks and counting, it feels like?
Okay, 4 weeks and counting. Do you think anybody's even close to getting Deshaun Watson, bro? The price got to be too high, bro.
Not after that Matthew Stafford and Goff deal that went down.
Bruh, there is no way in the world somebody has the assets for him. I mean, everybody has the assets for him. I don't know who's willing to give up what it takes to get him. 2 first-rounders, a 3rd-rounder, and a starting quarterback in the NFL. Look, Ava.
What's good?
Do you think Deshaun Watson will ever be traded?
Yes. Bruh, you ain't forcing nobody that don't want to go to work if he got enough money. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
If he got the money, he ain't got to go to work.
That's true.
That's
but
all.
This is, as an organization that's not a win now organization, I don't give a shit if you sit out. You sign for 4 more years. If you sit out 2 more years, you sign for 4 more years. You sit out 2 more years, turn 27, and then finally come back. I still got you till you 31, bro. That's still a good quarterback age, bro. I feel like he's borderline trapped, bro. If don't nobody send out the right thing, all he's doing is helping a team that's not a playoff team potentially flirt with starting to get good picks now. Like, they're not good enough to make the playoffs, but they're good enough to not let them be a top 5 worst team in the NFL.
Yeah.
If he sits out the year, bro, that's the 1-on-1 next year. If he sit out next year.
I don't think they're looking at it that way.
I would look at
You
sit out, we get the 1-on-1 next year.
Everybody goes into the season to win the Super Bowl, bro.
I mean, you got to be real with yourself. That is not true. I can tell you this. The Jets didn't go into it thinking they was going to win the Super Bowl this year. Jacksonville didn't either. The moment they benched Gardner Minshew, they decided that they wanted that 1-on-1.
But I do think they're going to trade him, though, because he's going to keep making noise. And I know that, in football, you can't be a distraction, as they say. So if he keep on distracting, I do believe, they're going to get him up out of here. All you got to do is go in there and be a locker room distraction. They're going to get you out of here.
If he start being a locker room distraction, a team needs to just say, hey, he's not playing this year. He's signed to us whenever he's ready. He just won't play with us this year. That would shut down being a distraction. Teams don't ever want to do shit like that, man. They like to tiptoe with doing the right thing instead of just trying to do what works the best for everybody in the moment. It's trash.
Just trade that man.
What would you do, Vic? You the Houston Texans, bro. He don't want to be there. You suck with him, you suck without him. What do you do, bro? You're a GM right now.
Bro, if I got a guy that doesn't want to be in my locker room, get rid of him. I mean, we haven't won any Super Bowls with him. We're not going to win none without him. So what's the difference? So you might as well capitalize on all the assets you can get. I mean, I'm not a fan of just, staying in a situation and hoping for the best. I mean, you just got to take it for what it is. Like, the Texans aren't winning no championship no time soon. You don't want a guy there, especially a QB that's supposed to be a leader on the field and in your locker room. He's already expressed he's not happy. So your culture's already shot. So now you're setting up a situation for a divided locker room. And granted, they're coming off a situation where they had to fire a head coach who was also playing GM. I mean, they got a lot of stuff to clean up just from that. So they might as well just hit the reset button and start from the ground up and take on a lot of these assets, young pieces, get some picks for Deshaun, and move on. I would.
Me too, bro.
Trade that man. That man don't want to be there.
And James Harden is gone. He don't want to be there no more. Like, that's the extra motivation he needed to get up out of there. James left. All right, I want to lead too. You know what I mean? Like, people are expressing, the way they feel, and hey, they might as well just move on, bro.
I agree. It's just
you just think the asking price is too high, Doc?
There's no way it's not too high, bro. Bro, Matthew Stafford just cost 2 first-round picks, a third-round pick, and a starting quarterback in the NFL. I'm not saying he's the best quarterback, but he's showing hell ain't the worst. He's a starter. He's going to go to their team and start for maybe multiple years, depends on what they do with him. It's just crazy. Like, that's a lot to ask for. I would want double that for Deshaun Watson. He's 10 years younger than Matthew Stafford and way better. Top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL without arguing. Top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah, and he led the league in passing yards.
He's a stud, bro. with nothing. Will Fuller went out for the rest of the season.
I didn't know that.
Will Fuller went out for the rest of the season. Brandon Cooks stayed banged up all year. They had to call Kiki QT back. What's the other dude, bro? The guy you were saying that should be in a 4-minute offense for like a couple weeks at the end of the year. The white guy.
I forgot his damn name.
Me too. He had a white guy be his leading receiver out of nowhere for 2 weeks. They traded DeAndre, like he literally had nothing to work with. And old ass tight ends.
Chad Hansen.
Bro.
So what you're saying is he played too well to get traded.
No, I'm not saying he played too well to get traded. I'm saying he played like somebody's going to have to give up 4 first-round picks and a player because I would want double the Matthew Stafford price.
Man, to be honest, I feel like the Niners should go get him. I mean, that's the team that can potentially win now. You know what I mean? Like, they got a fire defense. Well, of course, they just lost their defensive coordinator, Robert Saleh, to the Jets. So that may change as far as, how that defense looks. Not saying they're going to take a complete step back, but when you lose your coordinator, that's,
But they have defensive players, though. Like they have studs on their defense. The crazy thing I think I've heard was, I don't know who it was. I heard somebody on ESPN say, why don't you trade Nick Bosa and go get, like, you still have staple pieces on your defense, but your offense is good without a leader. It's like, why don't you just trade Nick Bosa and go get Deshaun Watson? And I've never heard of that, but I was like, I would. Nick Bosa is a stud at the end.
Right.
Stud, young. This is his second year last year, right?
Yeah.
Dude, stud defensive end.
Man, you know what?
And he would fit in Texas too.
Give up.
Read in between the line. No, I'm just kidding.
Give up Bosa and Garoppolo, bro. And go get Deshaun. That would be awesome, bro.
That does sound interesting.
Man, I would like to see Deshaun go to Washington, bro. Like, they got a young defense, young team, young pieces. Like,
you just want to see him play with Terry, bro. Just admit it, my guy. Just admit it.
Hey, it would be nice, but I feel like Deshaun needs to go to the NFC. I mean, that's just, in my opinion, if he doesn't go to like the Patriots, I mean, you might as well go to the NFC. Of course, I would love the coach to grab him, but I don't see that happening. I think we're in love with these veterans. We're in love with these veteran QBs. So, but yeah, man.
Why don't the Buccaneers just get him?
let them play behind Brady for another year or two.
Nah, they're gonna run a 2 QB system. It's gonna be brand new, never seen before.
Man, that'd be dope.
All right, we just spent a lot of time on this guy, but he's worth it though. I hope the best for his situation.
Me too.
Right.
I think he's my dynasty QB.
I know we don't usually touch on injuries, but we got to talk about the Pat Mahomes. He's getting a surgery on his turf toe. I didn't pull up the official medical term, but getting surgery on his turf toe. So, yeah, he'll be back and ready for the start of the regular season next year.
They said he ran 497 rushing yards to avoid defenders during the Super Bowl.
That was crazy.
That's not funny, bro. You start laughing.
He was out there running for his life, bro. That's just what it looked like.
He was. That's exactly what it looked like.
I read that number. And I was like, this can't be fucking true.
He was out there getting hoed, bro.
But he was out there with turf toe. So I'm really impressed. Like,
bro, 500 yards, bro. Come on.
That is crazy. That's a crazy number, bro.
I want to say where's the proof. I'm gonna have to break it down and look it up myself because that's extra, bro.
They might not admit forward.
Nah, I know, but still, 500 yards of running around in general for one man in a game is a lot, bro.
You right.
Bro, you know, Next Gen Stats got it, man. We can probably go to Twitter and see the diagram.
That shit funny.
Can I say something about Pat Mahomes real quick?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I got to see a lot of his baseball skills yesterday or Sunday when I was watching the game. Like a lot of them throws he was making.
Baseball
I
shit.
was literally sitting down screaming like, "Did you see that? Did you see that? You're not supposed to be able to do that. You're not." Like I was watching him step up in the pocket, stand on like his front leg and make a crazy throw, and I'm like, "Yo, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that accuracy." That's all. I was like, clearly he still got them baseball skills in there. My bad. I just had to say that. I thought that was dope.
Nah, bro, that is fire. Like it showed, man. Even when times where he was getting tackled and still getting the ball off. There's some crazy sidearm action. So, all right. Before we get to the main topic, DJ Avo, where can they follow you at?
All right, you can follow me at DJ Avo. Forget that. Follow me at Avo Love on Instagram. And then on the Twitter, you can follow me at Dynasty Bro Avo.
All right, what about you, Dot? My brother Dot.
You can follow me at forget that. Follow me at Dynasty Bro Dot on Instagram and Twitter, and make sure you follow the main Instagram handle. That's Dynasty Bros FF. What about you, Dynasty Bro Vic?
You can follow me at Chief Sosa FF, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen, Dynasty Bros FF, and catch the live episode streams on Tuesdays around 7:30 Eastern on, I forgot the page name, Dynasty Bros FF podcast. My bad.
Yeah.
If you want to trade it, if you want to trade football cards, you hit up Vic too.
Hey, Vic just transformed into a whole nother person.
Bro, man, man, I ain't gonna get into it, man. Like, I still ain't got my fantasy winnings,
bro. For real,
you know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy out here, man.
Bro, I wish a dude would short me a stack, bro.
Hey, it's crazy out here, man. So yeah, man. You gotta explain that though.
This guy live here, bro.
He do, man, but it's cool.
Nah,
do you?
What's up? What's out of town?
What's his email address, bro?
I don't have it.
He stay out east.
I'm sure I do got it. Hey, I did hit the ESPN message board like, hey, so we not gonna pay out these dues, but yeah, bro. I think I'm done with these. I'm gonna call it local amateur leagues. So
didn't nobody say nothing? Not even the people in the league.
Nah. I think it's a situation where it was 10 teams. Of course, it was a big pot, but I think it's a situation where 4 or 5 people actually joined the league, and I think he ran like 2 or 3 other teams. So, and Dynasty Bros still represented it and took home the regular season championship and the playoffs. So,
gang.
I think he set it up to where he had multiple shots to win it, but it didn't work out. So that's just my takeaway.
So now he got to pay out more. I see. I got you.
Yeah, man. So hey, that seed is planted. As far as I'll never be broke.
That's a move right there.
Vic said he texted him and said, "Can I at least get my 100?"
Hey, can I at least get what I paid into it? But it's cool, man. Lesson learned. Make sure you guys join these legit leagues out here. Check your league notes.
How you know it's legit?
Man, good question. I didn't know this one was going to go sideways, but
okay. I was just checking. I didn't know if there was something to look for.
No, well, I mean, what I can say is I know you got like the league safes out there. That's a good sign indicator. You're in a good spot. You know, you got sites that run and hold the money, so that helps.
Okay.
Also, you playing with people, you know, that you know. So I know I'm in a lot of leagues with a lot of the same guys, and of course, I know, you know, mutual friends through their guys. So you know, you're usually in trusted company based on that. But
Okay.
this was a league where literally like NFL, you know, season kicks off in 3 days, and someone made a post. I joined, so I'm staying away from stuff like that.
Okay. Good advice. Good advice.
But yeah, so if I see him, I'm gonna ask him where that's at, and that's that.
That's all he gonna do. He just gonna ask, Doc. He just gonna ask.
I'm just gonna ask, man.
Hey, bro. Hey, sir. Sir.
It's
Excuse me.
I'd rather the situation would have been, hey, you know what? I'm having a hard time right now. I don't have that. I might have been, all right, you know, it's all good. Just keep it, or just give me half, or give it to me later, or we get the tax check, or we get the stimmy. You know what I mean? Like stuff can be worked out, but it's whatever, man.
That's real. That's real.
All right, let's get into this main subject. Let's switch. Shit got real heavy for a second. We're gonna bring it back in. We're gonna talk about this Super Bowl, the game that wasn't really a game. The game.
We're dealing with real shit out here, bro. That shit needed to be talked about.
I know, bro. That's what we here for, bro. Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast. We are here to preach the BS that goes on at the same time. Everything ain't always sweet in fantasy, just to let you know. You know, I done seen in 2 years since we started the podcast. We have been through 2 fantasy seasons since we started the podcast. I done seen Vic go through an on-site moment.
I didn't initiate, by the way.
Wait, let me check the temperature on that, because that was last season. Hey Vic, what's the temperature on this on-site moment?
I'm going to a wedding this summer out of town, and
he might be there.
And I'm gonna say what's up on site. So that's that.
Like you gonna say what's up, like what's up, or like yeah.
What's up on site? Ain't that crazy? You gotta go out of town for that.
I know, bro. Bro, don't get locked up out of town. Bro.
I'm not, bro. I'm not.
Honestly, Vic and Ned, we've been doing Dumpgate now 2 fantasy seasons in a row.
That's the on-site situation. I didn't say it. I don't say stuff like on-site, but whatever.
And now Vic got to say what's up whenever he meet this guy from this season. Like, I don't know. I feel like
it's gonna be like, you got it.
Whatever league Vic in, I feel like I need to get in with him. I want to be in some on-site fantasy stuff, bro.
It's fun, bro. It keeps you lit and live, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
Yeah. All right. Look, so what we're going to do is go over the Super Bowl, man. That everything was overhyped about it. We got the GOAT versus the baby GOAT. We got the past versus the future. It turned into the right now versus the man. I hope he can keep on getting better. Like, it's just, first of all, simple and plain. How did y'all feel about the Super Bowl watching?
Go ahead, Abo.
You know, not really understanding football too well. I enjoyed it. I thought it was all right. I could be honest with you, if it was more competitive, I wouldn't have checked out in like the mid-third quarter. But that was it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing, you know, the interactions. I enjoyed seeing Tom Brady and Tyrann Mathieu get into it. Like I enjoy those little things. So I was watching more for that little stuff. I didn't enjoy seeing Pat Mahomes look sad on the sideline, but I was able to see it. Like I was able to see those little intricate things. So I kind of enjoyed it until about the third quarter when it was like, all right, this
ain't no point in watching it.
This is not wow.
Vic,
what about you, bro?
Yeah, I mean, of course, watching the game start off, you already knew all the storylines. Of course, to start with, you know, of course, Andy Reid's son being involved in that incident with the drunk driving accident. When I say accident, meaning his car struck another car. But as far as drunk driving, that's no accident. That's just being irresponsible. But we already knew that, you know, I'm sure that incident impacted the Chiefs as an organization. And then also having most of their O-line out. So, they were definitely coming into the game with an uphill climb. So just seeing how the game started and just to watch them get that 3 and out on defense. And then, for them to get the ball and not do nothing with it, I started to get nervous off top. Like, man, like this isn't looking too good. Like just off their first drive. So
Yeah, it looked like a team that just rode the hype and wasn't really prepared. Like, I get it now, bro. Like, people talk about that Tom Brady factor. He just rubs off on the team, bro. The Buccaneers, they look like veterans, bro. On the sidelines, they went out there, they looked professional. They look like they had the upper hand from the very beginning of the game. And it's just the leadership of Tom Brady, bro. He had everybody prepared. Like, I know y'all ain't been here, but I've been here before. Let me show y'all how to be winners. And I think they went out there and played with professionalism, bro. They played elegant, bro. They played like we about to stump on them because these guys think they already won. And Buccaneers just whooped their ass, bro. For the whole game, bro, whooped their ass. There was not one point in the game where I was like, all right, here it come. Nah, they whooped the Chiefs' ass from beginning to end, bro.
yeah, bro. Hey, let's start with the Chiefs, man. So let's look at that whole team, that whole dynamic. So, man, I mean, if you guys see my screen, Pat Mahomes threw the ball 49 times, bro. Like from what I saw, they went into panic mode, like off top. It just seemed like they were just panicking the whole game, and they kind of created a sense of urgency of like, they were playing from behind, which they were, but you could just tell they had to abandon their whole game plan. And of course, Tyreek, he did his thing. He had his targets and catches. Kelsey did too. Man, if you ask me, man, McCole Hardman couldn't get going, and that was a momentum killer. If you ask me, he went 2 for 6, so he had some drops, and there were times where he wasn't even looking for the ball. So
I agree.
You saw the ball get thrown to him in the flat, and he's still running, looking upfield, and times where he just dropped the ball. I'm like, man, like that was just a momentum killer.
Why was McCole? Okay, I know Sammy's always hurt, but why was McCole on the field so much more, way more than Sammy? Because as much as we talk about Sammy, he makes a difference when he's healthy and on the field, bro. He's a very good receiver. Like he's been in big games, he knows how to play. I feel like it was too much McCole, and they went for a lot of. McColl's there. He's one of the best big play receivers in the league, to be honest. But when they got to a point where they need to just get guys to make plays, and Sammy is that guy. He's one of those guys on that team after Tyreek and after Kelsey. Sammy should be that third guy. And I feel like it was too much McCole on offense, and I didn't really like that.
Well, wasn't Sammy questionable coming in this week?
Yeah, but I still seen him on the field, son. So it's like, I don't know, let that man play until he can't. He makes plays. That's what he does. The Super Bowl is just one more game.
Yeah, and we also saw, a lot of Byron Pringle. I don't remember seeing too much of DeMarcus Robinson, but I know he was out there, but I remember seeing Pringle.
Oh, yeah, no, bro. I don't like the fact that I feel like they couldn't adjust no more. Once the Buccaneers start going up, it's like the Chiefs just wanted to let Mahomes go back and just make a play happen. I feel like they went away from scheming guys open at that point. It's just like, look, let's just run. Somebody try to get open, like you scheming. When your offensive line's not playing good, you need to work with the fact. Dude, Tyreek Hill is one of the fastest guys. When they got stopped, when they got the ball on the one after getting that stop on the goal line, it was perfect. They threw a 10-yard pass. It went for like 10, 11 yards. He only threw it like 1 yard ahead of himself for Tyreek, and he ran 8, 9 yards. You need to do stuff like that when you can't get nothing going. When the offensive line is fucked up, you run you some nice screens. I think they ran run screen early in the game. It went bad, and then they panicked. Yep. I don't even remember seeing no more. But you throw those short passes to Tyreek, let them make plays. If you're going to have McCole out there, you let him run some quick slants. He's one of the fastest people in the NFL. I felt like they just could have adjusted better to the defense kicking their ass, and they did. And they just put it all on Pat Mahomes. Yes, he's Superman. Yes, he has one of the best forms I've ever seen. Yes, he's creative and all of this, but you don't put it on that man in the Super Bowl by himself. That's not fair. So I felt like they did.
Yeah, and you guys see here Tyreek went 7 for 10, but a lot of that was in the second half. So the Bucks did a great job of taking Tyreek away in the first half. I would have liked to seen the Chiefs split Kelsey out wide. That way you can just identify and see what their defense is doing, right? Like make Devin White or I forgot the other linebacker's name. But make those guys get out there and see, show if they're in man and zone. Also, man, let's look at this run game. Clyde had 9 carries for 64 yards. Darrell Williams had 2 carries. Like, they abandoned the run. Like, they didn't really establish the run. And, of course, we saw them come out with more runs in the second half with the quick draws and all that good stuff. And clearly, Clyde, he was moving the ball in the ground game, but they completely abandoned the run in the first half.
Your running back is running at 7 yards per clip, and you're not giving it to him. That's crazy. He's running at 7 yards per carry, and you're not giving it to him because you're in panic mode. Dude, if I don't care if you're down 21 points at the end of the first half, going into the second half, you can establish the run to open up the rest of the offense. They're the most explosive team in the NFL. So being down 21 shouldn't scare you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I just feel like they fucked Pat Mahomes over. And then it just fucked up everything.
Yeah, and the Bucks had a perfect game plan. Like, they were sending 4. Of course, they were just rushing with their front 4. Of course, there were times where they sent some blitzes with the linebackers, but for the Chiefs, they got a lot of backup O linemen in there. So get your double teams going. Like, double team a guy. Pick a guy you want to double team. Don't just double team the same guy the whole game. But the other guys got to win their one-on-one matchups. And I would have liked to seen them run some counters, some misdirection, some screens behind the line of scrimmage. Like, when you got aggressive pass rush like that, their job is to get to the QB. They don't want to give you time to get the ball off. Like, you got to run some counters and some screens. So the Chiefs, man, I don't know. I just don't know what they were doing on offense.
Yeah. I can say this. The Buccaneers offense was on fire. They had a rejuvenated. What you say?
I got a question about that.
All right.
When it comes to the Buccaneers offense, like, how many penalties did the Chiefs get? Because I felt like there were flags coming out like crazy, at least in the first half.
It was a lot. They had a lot of flags.
I felt like, especially on whoever number 21 was, I was like, yo,
they were doing a lot
of fouls.
They were doing a lot of holding, bro. But the issue was going into the game. That was everybody's, like, that was the weak spot on both teams, no matter what. Offenses are both good. The Buccaneers defense have gotten way better now at the end of the season. The Chiefs defense hasn't. They've been bad. They stayed bad. But when you have an offense like theirs, it can cover up for just how bad it really is. So the one time Pat Mahomes and that offense isn't clicking, you see what the fuck happens. And it's just because 31 isn't like, they ain't dropped 50 on me. They dropped 31. But when you can't get nothing going, 31 could turn into a blowout. So, yeah, bro.
Yeah, and going back to the penalties, that was on the Chiefs, man. I mean, control what you can control. Like, if you're lining up off sides and
stupid.
If you're holding and clearly everyone can see you're holding. There was only probably one call I didn't agree with, the Tyrann Mathieu one, where Brady threw the ball. And if you guys remember, he basically called an audible, like he yelled to the sideline, like, nah, we're gonna run this. They went empty. Brady threw the ball into the end zone, and Tyrann Mathieu got called for holding. I don't think that was a catchable pass. So I think that one they should have let go, but all the other ones look legit. Even the one on Mike Evans, when the DB was holding Mike Evans, it didn't look like he could have caught that, but you got to get a receiver the benefit of the doubt. And Mike Evans is a playmaker, and he's tall and big. So he probably could have got there. He probably could have extended, got his hand on it. You just never know. So,
yeah, bro, that was the only component that was going into this game that everybody knew it was the weakness. But like I said, 2 good offenses. Buccaneers defense has been on point. Shout out to Ty Bowles. The Chiefs defense, we had nothing good to say about it, but they have the Honey Badger. But that don't mean shit. He can't win the whole game by himself on defense.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about this Bucs offense, though. So, of course, Brady went 21 of 29, 3 touchdowns. So, 200 yards. Like, to me, that's a guy that took care of the football. He made the throws he needed to make. Of course, he found Gronk in the end zone twice, even found AB. So, yeah, let's look at these wide receivers. So, Antonio Brown went 5 for 6. Apparently, he ran the wrong route on that touchdown catch, but it went down. So, shout out to him. Yeah, but if you look at Mike Evans and Godwin, Mike Evans only had that one catch. It was a big play, put him in the red zone. He had that big 31-yard gain, and then Godwin only went 2 for 4, only had 9 yards. So the Chiefs actually did a good job of keeping those two guys in check, but they couldn't contain Gronk. So that's who the problem was. And Gronk went 6 for 7, 67 yards, 2 touchdowns. What are your thoughts on those pass catches for the Bucs, Doc?
I feel like if your defense is weak, what you're going to do is tighten up on the strong parts. And I think they keyed in so much on Mike Evans and Godwin that it was going to be a Gronk game. And I don't think they could have did nothing about it because somebody could have said, man, it's going to be a Gronk game. But if you try to take away from the key guys that you focus on and try to focus on Gronk, then you're going to let Evans have a game. Evans having a game is completely different than Gronk having a game because Evans is going to go put up 150 on you. Gronk might have put up 67 yards on you in them 2 touchdowns, but you let Gronk beat you instead of Evans or instead of Godwin, you feel me? But still, you can't, without a good defense, you can't key in on everybody. That's what they went and got all these weapons for, bro. Even Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown is your 3rd receiver. Come on, bro. Even at this point in his career, that speaks volumes. So, and then, the forgot about running back, man. Like, nobody cared about Leonard Fournette. Nobody wanted to pick him up. He went through the whole round of waivers when he got dropped. Got picked up by the Bucs. This is a 1st-round running back still in his rookie contract. Come on, bro. And he went out there. He's been dominating all playoffs, bro. I think he's leading all running backs in yards during his playoff run.
Yeah, bro. And Rojo looked good out there too, man. Like he has some explosive runs, some big momentum plays. What I liked about the Bucs, they ran a balanced attack. Like Brady threw the ball 29 times, and you can see right here in the backfield, they had 28 carries. So they literally had 28 rushes and 29 passes. That's a balanced attack, and that's a perfect game plan. You want to keep that Chiefs offense off the field. You want to milk the clock. You want to convert your first downs and put some points up in the red zone. So perfect game plan by Byron Leftwich and Arians and of course Tom Brady out there making the crucial audibles that needed to be made.
Yeah, bro. It just seemed like one team, like I said, came to play like they had some on the line, and one team came to play like they already had it won. And sometimes this shit come back to bite you in the ass, man. Bite you in the ass, kick you in the ass, like Tyreek Hill getting stunned on by Whitfield.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he got his payback because they played in week 12. Chiefs won, and Tyreek was showing out and throwing the peace sign.
Talking on the sidelines, act like he was called 911. They need some help. He did a lot.
Oh, that was that game? I've seen that clip before.
Bro. That was them because remember that's when he had that first quarter. He had like 7 catches for 200 yards. He went to the sidelines just talking shit.
I didn't know that was against the Bucs. Okay.
The one thing I will say is the Buccaneers got their ass whooped the first quarter. I think Pat Mahomes had like almost 300 yards. Tyreek had 200 in that first quarter. And then they lost the rest of the game. They still won the game, but 3 quarters they lost, if that makes sense, basically. They didn't do anything they did that first quarter for the rest of the 3 quarters. I feel like the Buccaneers slowly figured them out, but they lost so bad in the first quarter they couldn't recover all the way. So it went basically they've been kicking the Chiefs' ass for 7 quarters. If you really look at that game from the second quarter on to the end of the Super Bowl, they've been kicking the Chiefs' ass, bro.
Damn. Over the course of 2 games. Yeah. All right. I got a question for you. So let's talk a little bit of Dynasty. So, of course, let's start with the Chiefs. We already know Patrick's Patrick. Someone got on me saying it's Patrick Mahomes. You want Pat Mom getting on me? Well, I just did it again. Patrick Mahomes' mom getting on me. So call him Patrick. So we already know Patrick's going to be Patrick. Kelsey's going to be Kelsey. Hill's going to be Hill. How do you feel about Clyde Edwards going forward in Dynasty? I
still like him. They still show that he's the guy. The one thing I did notice is they still do like bringing in guys like Le'Veon, Darrell Williams, because I seen from this game that they're still working on the pass protection with Clyde. So I don't think he's ready to just be the workhorse because I seen him just miss protection, or get blown up, and they're still figuring out his little things with the screen. Mahomes got blew up by Shaq Barrett, and yes, you're not supposed to be worried about the defender, but if Clyde would have nudged Shaq on his way out to run his screen route, Mahomes wouldn't have got blown up. He just ran straight in and hit Mahomes
Yeah.
without even being touched. It's like those are little minor things that's when you become a pro, you start recognizing that shit. Like I don't have to commit to blocking, but a nudge to make sure my quarterback got 2-3 more seconds to make a throw. Those are things that like he doesn't get yet. And I hope he gets in the off season because Andy Reid is not gonna let him be no workhorse unless he gets his pass protection down.
Yeah.
So I like him. He's their guy to me. They like to start him in the games and important times he plays, but he gets taken off the field because pass protection and shit. And we know that Andy Reid doesn't mind playing a workhorse if he has one. So
Yeah.
Clyde got some work to do. I still like his potential. They took him in the first round, so I think they're still going to bear with him. I don't think Le'Veon comes back next year. I think Darrell Williams is still there, and he's still good in that system and what he does for them. But Clyde got to get it together. I still like his potential, but I don't know if I'm necessarily going to go buy it right now. Maybe I should buy because it's probably low to the point where it's like I float out a second round pick for him and see if I can get the starting running back for the Chiefs. I probably would do that.
I'd float out late first. I'm okay with that. 110, 111, 112. I mean, if I can't get a Najee or an Etienne, I'll take a Clyde. I mean, what else could you ask for in Dynasty? So
true that. So
all right. I'll go ahead, bro.
I was about to say, but I don't want no receivers outside of Tyreek.
Yeah.
I don't care what kind of upside McCole can have. I've been done with the Sammy Watkins trip. I don't want nobody else, man. It's like they have their go-to guys, and that's it, bro.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's flip over to the Buccaneers offense. Sounds like Tom Brady's going to come back for another year or two, so I can see that. We're hearing talks about Mike Evans willing to take, or at least we can restructure his contract to take less money. That way, to keep the team together. So it looked like he's trying to come back. So, of course, Godwin, he's set to be a free agent, right?
Yeah, he is. Antonio Brown is. Gronk is. Leonard Fournette is. All those weapons. Mike Evans is the only one signed right now. And O.J. Howard.
Man, if you ask me, man, of course, I want all the Godwin. I definitely want some Tyler Johnson. I'm surprised we didn't see much of him in the Super Bowl. Granted, he was out there on some run plays, blocking, but I would have liked to see him get more involved. But, yeah, I would definitely go get some Tyler Johnson. I want all the Godwin. He's an all-pro wide receiver. And another guy who didn't really have that big of an impact in the Super Bowl, but he made a name for himself in the playoffs, and he's been quietly balling throughout the year. Scotty Miller, man, I actually picked him up off waivers in a couple of leagues. So check your league. Scotty Miller might be out there if your league's running waivers right now.
I love Godwin. I think whether he's there or not, he's a stud receiver. So I would go buy some Godwin, especially if people are down on. He's 24. He just had the wide receiver 2 season last year. Coming into this season, got banged up, but was still a wide receiver 2. I love Godwin. He's still young, 24 years old, stud. Evans is the guy that I really want to buy because I don't think he has the reputation of the cost of a wide receiver 1. But if you look at what he did once he got fully healthy and acclimated to the system, like the back half of the season, I was only able to pay attention to this because I have Evans so many different places. He started slow, started with a dud 0 game, and had a little working out kinks playing with Tom Brady. But by the end of the season, you can tell that is Brady's go-to guy, bro. He really is. He loves him. You throw it to him, and he'll let him win. He likes him in the red zone, bro. I think he had 13 touchdowns this year, and that's starting off slow. He's a stud, bro. He just doesn't get the same love because he doesn't get the target share that Adams will get or that a Michael Thomas will get naturally when you think of stud receivers. But he's had 1,000 yards every year since he's got drafted. He flirts with double-digit touchdowns every year. He's 6'5", 230s. So he has that potential to always get double-digit touchdowns. We're just worried about it. But we shouldn't be scared that he flirts with 70, 80 receptions because he's always going to get a bunch of yards. He's always going to flirt with a bunch of touchdowns. And he did it with Jameis. He did it with Brady. So I think he's all right. He's a proven stud receiver, man. And the Buccaneers love him.
Yeah. What I can say about Evans, of course, this year, PPR wide receiver number 11, last year, 15, and the year before that, 9. The year prior, 17. Of course, he was injured, but the breakout year was 2016, wide receiver 2. You just got to live with his up and down games. And, he's going to go up against Lattimore and the Saints and put up some donuts. So if you can live with that, like you said, he'll deliver within the other games with some touchdowns, and he'll give you that 1,000-yard season. So,
yeah, the biggest thing about him is he's not looked at like a wide receiver 1, but every year he has wide receiver 1 potential. You can go buy him for a percentage of what you have to pay to go get some of these other guys just off their name, and he'll fit in as your wide receiver 2 every week, and you'll fucking love it. Like, he doesn't have to be your 1 because he probably doesn't cost wide receiver 1 prices like Allen Robinson or something like that. But who says he doesn't have the same potential as Allen Robinson? Like, go get some Mike Evans, man. He's a stud, bro.
Man, so if I got a win now team, I'm willing to pay a 21-second for Mike Evans. Like, literally, if I feel like I just need another piece and a guy that I can literally plug into my wide receiver 2 with wide receiver 1 upside, or even into my flex, that's perfect. So, hey, if you want to, want a shot at that championship, sometimes you got to pay to play. So I would do that.
If I know I'm winning now, and I felt shaky about my roster, I would. When I say win now, that means I have a 111, 112. I lost in the Super Bowl. I would give up my 112 for Mike Evans. There's a couple. I would have to go through my guys that I think are studs in this draft, and then look at my team. And then after those studs, I'm giving up my Mike. I'm going to go get my Mike Evans, man.
Yeah, so, I like that, man. And it's easy to get caught up in just building and Dynasty all the time. Like, at what point do you decide to go try to win some shit? So,
yeah,
it's okay to give up that late first sometimes to get a proven player instead of drafting a guy that doesn't work out. So,
my thing is, I fucking love Jalen Waddle. I hope Jalen Waddle has the career Mike Evans has when you look at the production and where he's ranked at the end of fantasy season every year. That's all we can hope for with these guys coming in. Like, is to put up stud receiver numbers in fantasy, and Mike Evans is still doing it. So sometimes you just got to say, go get the guy that's still young enough that's probably going to do it for some more years and take those 2-3 years. So, yeah, bro.
I'm with it, bro. All you can ask for is 3 to 4 seasons, 3 to 5, really, out of any player. To be honest with you, you got to look at the average career of an NFL player.
This right now, right here, if you didn't do it Sunday or yesterday, spend the next hour after our podcast trading your Gronk. This is probably the perfect time to get your Gronk off right now. To be honest,
Get your Gronk off.
Get your Gronk off. That sounds nasty than the motherfucker.
You gotta get that Gronk off, man.
You got an hour to go get your Gronk off. No, I'm dead ass serious though. This man just on the biggest stage in the NFL just had 6 catches, 67 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's all you remember. That's the last thing you're gonna remember of Gronk for the rest of the offseason. Go trade him while you can, bro.
You don't think he's coming back?
He's probably coming back. I think he is. Brady's gonna talk him into it. They're gonna want to repeat on Belichick. And the Chiefs been running with that running back tagline, so I think they're motivated.
All I'm saying is Tom Brady is not a selfish person. He has seasons where like you're gonna naturally Edelman gets open 24/7. So it's not like I'm not forcing the ball to Edelman. He's just open all the time. He gets it. James White gets a ton of targets when he was playing with the Patriots. He was always open. It's like he's not going to force feed Gronk to the point where you can ride Gronk and he's going to give you top 5 tight end numbers. I mean, even if he does, he's never going to flirt with what the top 2 or top 3 are going to do. So if you got somebody willing to pay that price because they think they're getting Gronk back next year, I'm definitely trading because even if he comes back, he'll do what he did this year. A healthy Evans, a healthy Godwin coming back potentially. He'll probably convince Antonio Brown to come back for another year. And then OJ Howard is not a trash ass tight end. He got hurt early in the season, didn't play none. Man, you think Tom Brady love OJ Howard? You think he love Gronk? Wait till you see that black Gronk out there running around, faster, bigger, more athletic. Wait till you see that all off season, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he loved Cameron Brate, and Cameron Brate actually made some nice, impactful plays. That kept the sticks moving. So
Yeah, bro. OJ Howard was really delayed in his progression because of Jameis. Jameis was heavy on the
receivers,
Godwin, and heavy on the Evans. That's cool, but you seen that Bruce Arians' offense doesn't matter because Tom Brady is there. So if he wants to involve his tight ends, he will. And OJ Howard is probably the best receiving tight end on that team. When they're all healthy, when they all line up, I think he's 6'6". What's Gronk 6'7"? So they're close enough in height.
Yeah.
Same size, way faster, way more athletic. Dude, Tom Brady is going to be like, damn, I didn't even have this motherfucker last year. Bro, come on, bro. Trade your Gronk. Oh, buy some OJ Howard. Throw your fourth-round pick out. Go get OJ Howard.
Get your Gronk off.
Man, take your third-round pick and go get you some Scotty Miller and Tyler Johnson if you can. I'd even pay a second for Tyler Johnson.
Tyler going to be a stud, bro. If Godwin leaves, he's the guy.
Now's the time to go get Tyler. And Scotty's going to be around, bro. Like, I think this was a prove-it season for him, and he's shown he belongs in the league, which he does.
I don't know.
All right, bros. Anything else before we get into this closing?
Bro.
Go ahead, Ava. You never know what we might talk about. It might be a discussion for later. You never know. Y'all think people gonna ring chase and go to Tampa?
I don't. What I do think is going to probably happen is people aren't going to be as afraid to leave their franchise they've been riding with. So I'm watching like an Aaron Rodgers. Of course, I'm hearing extension talks, but I wouldn't be surprised if Aaron doesn't retire a Packer. So I think these guys that's just been doing it, all this time and not really seeing as much success as they would like. Of course, Aaron Rodgers has a ring. Hey, they're going to just go. And for me, the NBA is watching the NFL, NFL is watching the NBA. All these guys are trading places. We just watched James Harden go to Brooklyn and John Wall go to Houston. Like, Like these guys are seeing what's taking place just in sports in general. So now's the time to go where you want and win some shit.
That's why I was asking. Like, hey, man, the GOAT's still playing.
Well, they got to figure out their contract situation with the people they about to lose first.
Yeah.
And then go from there. It's hard to ring chase when it comes to the NFL. That cap room be real slight trying to keep up with all those players. But, like I said, they got some guys. They have to sign Donovan Sue. Shaq Barrett is a free agent.
Yeah.
We talked about, Chris Godwin is a stud receiver that's a free agent. We talked about all them guys, Gronk, Antonio Brown, Leonard Fournette. There's people that they got to worry about. Yeah, bro. So they got to try to get their core back first.
Okay, got you.
But they do have something that works. So we'll see how it goes, bro. Like you said, there's guys like Mike Evans talking about, hey, I'll take a pay cut. We already know how Tom Brady works, bro. He did it with the Patriots, and now he just won a Super Bowl in his first year. If he takes a pay cut, I'm serious, bro. Tom Brady what'd he take? 25 mil a year?
I don't
20
remember.
mil? It was at least 20 because I think he got the Phillip Rivers pay or more.
Okay.
He either got 2 years 40 million or 2 years 50 million. I really can't remember. But bro, that's 25 mil. If he takes any kind of pay cut, because he's like, okay, they were serious. The coaching staff messed with me. Me and Bruce Arians mesh well. Bro, imagine that man saying, just pay me 10 and free up 15 mil going into this season. They can do whatever they want to, bro. Him and Mike Evans take pay cuts. They can do whatever they want to.
Yeah. And before we get to this closing, I do want to shout out Todd Bowles. This was the guy that was fired from the Jets for Adam Gase. And now he has a Super Bowl ring. So, hey, trust your process, trust your story. Just go to show it always works out. And also, I do want to take my hat off. Well, I'm not going to take it off because of the headphones, but to Tom Brady, bro, I did not expect him to go down there and win a Super Bowl. And again, I know he's the greatest QB of all time. I'm not going to argue that. But, man, who would have thought, going into this year, especially in the pandemic, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones would be Super Bowl winners, Super Bowl champions, Devontae David, Devin White. Like, I never would have thought, these guys would be Super Bowl champs.
Bro, they were so bad last year, bro.
They were, literally. Like, I think they were under 500. They were like 7-9, right?
That shit crazy. Yeah, they were so bad.
So, shout out to the Bucs, man. Enjoy it. You guys deserved it. You guys earned it. So, I respect it.
Gang.
All right. Walk us through the closing, Dot.
All right, so look, this is the closing. This is where we come, set aside some football for a little bit and talk about some real life stuff, whether it be something personally good, personally bad, something that you're aware of that you would like to float out there to make the next person aware. Gives us a chance to do that because, like I said, we love fantasy football, but life is real too. We like to make sure we connect with our fans and our followers on a deeper connection too. So that's what we do. Say something good to the people, aka the closing, every single week. Ain't skipped one ever since we started. So I love that segment, man. It's like my favorite thing because it's like a breath of fresh air. Sometimes I don't be knowing what somebody going through, and then they tell me, I'll be like, "Damn, bro, you good?" So yeah, that's what we like to do, man. And our guests always love this. If y'all pay attention, our guests love this segment. Like for real, they really enjoy getting to this part. So
right.
Pretty cool. So I don't know who wants to go first, man. I'm open. You want to play paper, rock, scissors?
Avo looked like he was ready, but I'm down for
it. I mean,
because he scooted up. I go.
Yeah. Hey, he cleared his throat.
Play paper, rock, scissors.
Come on,
I do too. Let's do it, bro.
All right, 3 ways. Okay, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah, shoot. Let's go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I beat Vic. I beat both of y'all, so I go first, and then y'all got to play to see who wins.
I had paper, bro.
Hey, bro, I pick a lot.
I had scissors.
Both of y'all had scissors, so I won. I had rocks, so y'all got to play to see who go last. Whoever loses, go last. I'll go first.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, y'all trash for both doing.
Come on. Rock, paper, scissors,
shoot.
Rock.
Okay, it's me, then Vic, then Avo.
All right. That was trash. That came
I know, super trash. Hey, I want to say, I'm sorry that last week I was recording bearing injury and I might have looked a little thrown off, but I will say I feel a whole lot better. It was just a real bad bone bruise, and I want to take the chance to say this, especially black men in America, not just men. I want to specifically say black men. It's okay to do therapy. It's okay to have a primary care doctor, not just I'm starting to feel bad, I'm going to the ER. We need to take care of ourselves in advance, not when something's going wrong or I feel some type of way, I got to figure it out. Black men do not like doctors. We don't like hearing bad news about ourselves. We don't like feeling weak. We don't like therapy. It's okay. And I'm saying it because it was me. I'm a black man. I never wanted to do therapy. I never wanted to feel I never wanted to feel like I was weak for going to go feel like I have issues and I want to go speak about them. I never want to feel like I'm going to the doctor because I was more scared than anything. I'm like, what if there's something really wrong with me and I'm about to hear it? Now I got to call my mom like, hey, bad news. So it's okay. It's okay because you don't want to not be able to get it taken care of before it's too late. It's okay to heal because when you heal, you don't understand. You make yourself better. You make the people around you better. You can present yourself to where people can accept the full you now. So it's okay to do therapy. It's okay to have a real doctor and get checkups. Take care of yourself, especially black men. I know how we think because like I said, I ain't black man. I went through it. So yeah, leg is cool, feeling a whole lot better. And like I said, blood pressure still getting taken care of, getting that under control. Therapy still going awesome. I'm like 4 or 5 months strong. So take care of yourself, man. Everybody take care of yourself. I just want to have a time to make sure we pay attention to ourselves too. Vic, I think you second.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. I want to give you some feedback on that. I mean, I know you've been preaching the therapy talk for a minute, and I noticed a different dot in terms of just you just seem more calm and at peace, and I could sense the peaceful vibe and energy. So I just want to give you that feedback. That's just what I noticed outside looking in. So hats off
Appreciate
to you,
that, bro.
man. I definitely need to do some therapy myself. So yeah. But my good word to the people is going to be prioritize your health, prioritize yourself. And what I mean by that is I usually like to work out like during the lunch hours. But these past few weeks, like I've been saying, work's been kicking my ass and I just like not go to the gym. So, and on top of that, I'm a night owl, but I started getting up, setting my alarm for 6 a.m. I'm at the gym at 7. So I started doing morning workouts these past 2 weeks and my energy's better. I'm dealing with work stress better. Like it just goes to show like prioritize yourself in terms of, whatever your de-stressors are and whether you're walking, lifting weights, like don't let nothing shake your routines at the end of the day. Like just stick to what you want to do in terms of improving your health and, boosting your immune system, all that good stuff. Like don't let work, don't let outside stress shake your routine. So that's my good word. It's been doing me
Facts.
well.
I
Facts,
like
bro.
that. I
I'm
like
glad
that.
to hear that too, bro. I'm glad.
Thanks. Yeah.
Man, I gotta follow y'all, man. Come on, man.
Yep.
Be better at rock, paper, scissors then, bro.
Sad
Clearly,
ass. Look at your
I gotta
ass.
improve. I'm like,
Paper.
damn, man.
Paper head
Damn,
ass.
man.
Yeah, paper cut ass.
First, I want to say R.I.P. Pedro Gomez. He is the
Yeah.
ESPN baseball sports analyst, and when I saw that the other day, I was like, damn, man, another one. So, yeah, just hug your family, hug the people close to you. We still are in a pandemic, even though some places are open. I know we're able to get back to doing things normally as we were. We're getting there. I just want to remind everybody to be safe, and as y'all both kept saying, make sure you're taking care of your mental health, because including these teenagers, man. Check up on them. I just had some sad news about one of my niece's friends. So just make sure you're taking care of yourself. Look out for the people around you when you get the chance to. Think about that person you want to call. Go ahead, hit them up, give them a call. They might need that, man. That might be good for them. So that's my good word for the people, man. Check up on the people around you when you get the chance. If you got some free time, make that happen.
That's real. Appreciate that word.
That was fire. Y'all my homies, man. I appreciate y'all.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
y'all too, bro. Y'all the bros. Hey, I do want to thank everybody who listened to us, man. That means a lot to us. I'm not just saying it just because it sounds good. Like I look forward to recording my bros every Tuesday. This is actually therapy for me, but I'm gonna take the next step. I definitely get those sessions going. But if you look forward to hearing our episodes every week, if it helps you get through your day, that means a lot to us. So thank you.
Hey, sidebar. Um, I should have did this early. Is it too late? Is it too late to somebody? All right. Well, I thought about it because you said thanks to everybody who listened, and shout out to everybody that comments too
Oh,
and has questions and everything. I posted our episode last week on Instagram, and somebody had wrote me and was like, "Hey, what do you think is going to happen with Justin Fields? Do you think he'll fall? Do you think the Colts will, scoot up, try to take him if he doesn't go at 2?" And I got to have nice dialogue with a fan, bro, and it felt good. That's why I realized how much I love fantasy football even more is having a conversation with somebody you don't know, like it was nothing. We just had. I wish I could have just called the person like, shit, bro, you trying to talk for an hour instead of do this on Instagram. But we did it on Instagram. We talked. I gave him some feedback of what I thought. He enjoyed it. I enjoyed the questions he proposed and some of the things that he thought. And that shit is a good feeling. So, yes, we love that you listen. And we just love more and more interaction with you guys, too, man. So, appreciate that, too.
Yeah, bro. I want to shout out Charlie, man. He writes his feedback after every episode. I mean, I look forward to that every week. So, yeah, I want to shout out my guy, Charlie.
shout out Charlie, man.
Hey,
My name is Charlie. Last name Wilson.
Charlie Wilson. That's an OG right there.
I know it's on.
Hey, man, I want y'all to pray for me too, man. Me and the wifey, we bringing home our puppy this Saturday. So it's going to get crazy here, man. So,
shit.
Yeah, man. We've been, of course, we got all the food and toys and doggy beds and all that good stuff. So we're excited for that.
Y'all gonna allow y'all dog to sit on the couch and shit and jump in y'all
Man.
bed and stuff? How you
He
feel
got it.
about that stuff?
He got his own couches, but my wife said, she'll let him in the bed. I'm okay with it. It's whatever. I don't care. But
We'll
as far as
see.
the couches,
Hey,
I'm not
Bo,
really a fan of that.
ain't no more nightcaps.
Nah.
Dog gonna be in the bed like this.
Shit, bro. Damn. That's where the crate training comes in.
Oh man, come on, bro. Don't laugh at that, Avo.
It's funny. What you want me to
Come
do?
on. I ain't laughing at that, man.
You got to do it, bro. It's part of the game. So I hear.
Victor
YouTube
real
tells
one,
me.
bro. I can't wait to see girl or boy.
It's a boy, man.
I can't wait to see nephew.
Louis.
I can't
Louis,
wait
bro.
to see nephew.
Yeah, nephew. That is nephew, bro. Nephew probably gonna bite my damn hand off.
Can't wait to see Louis.
Yeah, bro.
Nephew Louis. That's what's up. You got to bring him over so Jace can see him. Jace likes pets, bro, but I ain't getting no pet no time soon.
That's what's up, bro. We'll definitely do that.
Bet that.
All right, man. DJ Avo, you mind walking us out, brother?
I ain't gonna walk. I'm gonna run. All right, we out. Let's go. We out of here. We be back next week. Maybe I might be here. I might not. We'll see. But either way, shut it off, Vic. I gotta get my baby.